literally, you know what? There's so many memes out there, but yes, I have been preparing for this my entire life to be inside my house.
Yep.
What do you do? Nothing. Just sit back. I play video games. I don't. It doesn't affect me. If you want, that's all as I need. Beverages, food, and video games, and I don't have to leave my home.
Yep.
And then to go get toilet paper.
There you go.
Hey kinfolk, welcome back to Keeping It Neat with Derek and Nick. I am Derek, Executive Bourbon Steward.
And I'm Nick, Certified Bartender.
And what we are doing here today, it's a little different. This is the split screen version that we said we may have to start doing because we're out of regular videos from the studio. So this is going to be it for a little while until we get past this. But you know what? It's the same show. Nothing's going to change. We still don't know what's going to be in our glasses. We don't know what's going to come out of the can. We don't know what our notes are. We don't know what we're drinking. So it's all the same. We're still going to give it a rating. We're going to write down our guesses, and we're going to go from there. We did have these picked out. Again, it was the, as usual, selected by someone else, not us. This is the selection that we have. This is done by, obviously, by Sadie. Again, she likes to do a theme with everything. So this is the COVID theme, evidently. So we're going with COVID for this. But we're doing the C and the O will be the first ones that we do. So I think I did that from the wrong end. Here it is. Yep, C and O. There we are. I had the wrong ones.
I already poured mine, so
yeah, I'm going to pour out my C right now and get it ready to go. Because, it's kind of tough when you have to do everything yourself now. So,
yeah.
At the studio, we have, Bourbon Babe Becca helps us, behind the scenes, pouring all this out. All we have to do is bring the can in. But right now, we have to do this. So, Sir, are you ready to whiskey?
Ready and able.
All right, let's go. Try to get in there. Yeah, there we go. Perfect.
All right.
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh, that's got a nice nose.
That's got a very nice nose.
Yes, it does. It's got a nice color to it, too. It's very dark. I'm going to go Burnt Umber Copper Penny. That's what I'm going to give it for a name.
Yeah. Well, it literally, the copper, reeks off of it, actually.
You get a little bit of that. Yeah, you do get a little bit of that off there. It's got a sweet nose to it, though. It's not.
Yeah. You know me. I gotta have my whole scent kit up, and
oh, I know you're gonna be ready.
I'm getting.
Dude, I'm getting.
Is it a maltiness?
I was gonna say a malty, but I'm getting like a chocolate almost. Like I'm getting like a chocolate note in there.
Yep. Smells wonderful. I mean, the nose is fantastic.
Good. The nose is really good.
Maybe a nuttiness.
Oh, maybe.
A nuttiness, a toffee
but definitely
almost.
I'm going to go with that malt that you said, a little chocolate, a little bit of oak.
I'm going to go with toffee. And maybe some maple or cedar.
Maybe a light fruit in there. Like there's a fruit note I can't pick out. I don't know if it's a citrus note. All right, I'm going to go in for a sip.
I'm in. Let's do it. Got some legs on it. Nice and light, not too much, but
no, they're actually sticking there pretty good. Actually, on a slow rundown, it's got a little oiliness to it. Ooh, that's delicious.
Taste is very interesting. I'm getting a tobacco-y.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, I'm getting the oak in there. A light cinnamon coming through on the back. Like that tobacco / leathery kind of a thing going on. I
was thinking leathery too.
A little leather, like the leather taste to it.
I don't think it was cedar when I said cedar before. I think I was looking for leather, which I know those aren't even close, but
they're not.
It's hard to sometimes. We've talked about this before. Is deciphering what scent that you're thinking of. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's why I said is it maple? But I don't think it's maple.
It's not. Well, a lot of times, if you don't have it, like we talked about, in your Rolodex of memories to put with a scent, it's kind of tough to put a name on it. Mm-hmm. But that is lovely. It's got a super nice. The nose is really nice. The flavor. It's now percentage wise for the proofing on this. I think we're dealing with something a little higher up there. Mm-hmm. It's not coming in at the normal ranges. It's good.
Not that it's an appealing smell, but the alcohol content I think is so forth-putting. It almost smells like when women do their nails and they have to rub off the first layer. I'm getting a little bit of that smell.
All right, so you're getting that ethanol, that alcohol, ethanol, alcoholish forwardness to it. But you do get you get that slight bit. I don't find it overpowering, but everyone's different.
I don't think that there's much of a burn though. Even
No,
though
it's
the
smooth.
alcohol, it's very
It's
smooth.
really easy. It's a really easy drinker. I mean, I'm getting a little bit of that Kentucky hug coming right here, right now.
Okay. Is it mint on the nose?
It might be a slight mint, but I don't know.
I almost am finding that the nose is more pungent than the taste.
Well, I am going to go in for my H2O and try to put a little in there, see if that helps out opening stuff up here.
Yeah, because I'm not getting much more out of it than that. And it's a nice mixture and a nice blend of things. But, yeah, not that.
Ooh, actually, it lightened it up a lot. I mean, as far as like the nose and everything, but as far as opening something else up,
I think you're right about there's a citrus in there.
it's like it's on the nose, and I don't know what it is. I can't tell you if it's an orange, if it's like, I mean, it's in the citrus family.
It's almost like a rind. It's almost like just the peel. It's not like it's not the actual whether it's a lemon or an orange or it's literally just the skin. If it was twisted like you did for your cocktail, I feel like it's just like that.
Yeah, I'm getting like that textile leather. Also, that comes through more with the water on it. I'm getting more of that now.
Yeah.
Than I was originally.
Totally.
I don't like it. I don't like it with the water.
Not a fan.
Not a fan of the water, but
not
we do
either.
the water. I mean, some people might like it. It depends which way it opens it up for you. You know what I mean? You're not doing it for me, but.
See, right, I agree. It's almost ruined the flavor for me.
Yeah. I'm gonna write down my guess.
Okay.
On the board and my score. Because we have to do it a little bit differently here.
What I wrote down is not what I'm about to say. Are you getting rye spices in this?
See, that's what I was going to go back for and try it again before I finish my note, was to say, am I being tricked right now?
Because
here's the whole thing now. It might not be the rye. There may be a high rye mash bill in it, but it's not enough to be called a rye. So it might not be where you want to go with it. You know what I mean? So a lot of that pepperiness, there is a little spice in there too. You know what I mean? In the back with that cinnamon and light brown. And it's like another baking spice in there too in the back.
No, you're right about the brown. I was thinking brown sugarish, but it's very mild and it's very not as pungent.
Because there's a little spiciness to it in the back.
Yeah.
But that could be the mash bill, which we'll find out later. But it could be in there trying to. But I'm not getting the regular notes that I do when I'm trying for the ryes. That has a particular flavor when it's called the rye, for me anyway. That's what I get off of it. But the maltiness, like you said earlier, yes. All those other things I think we did get with a light citrus, I'm hoping will be in there. You know what I mean? Maybe to vindicate us on that end of it.
I was going to say definitely the malt, definitely the citrus, definitely the leathery tobacco. A little bit of chocolate was in there. I think at one point we said the cocoa. I'm getting and again that nuttiness, toffiness. I'm still getting in there too. So
okay.
I think those are the final notes.
All right. So I'm gonna go. We can show our guesses right now and then we'll show our scores after we talk about our guesses. 3, 2, 1. Tennessee. Okay.
I don't know. Something about it like kind of reminded me of Nashville. So I don't know why. Like I don't know if it was that peppery spice. It's something about. I was like, I feel like this could be like a bourbon out in like Tennessee or something. So
it could be
like a Tennessee whiskey.
Yeah,
so,
I'm going to stick with mine. I'm going to go with the bourbon because that's why I said I wanted to go back in for another taste, but it was more to see if it was a rye, than a bourbon for me. The Tennessee, I mean, in everything, I mean, Tennessee is basically a bourbon. It really is, but it just goes through that mellowing process, going through the maple charcoal. The Lincoln County process, which
then if it did that's that maple that I might have been getting.
You know what? You might be right, but we'll see. So what did you give for a score on this?
A score for this one. I didn't write it down. I
went 3.50. I liked it a lot. It was in my wheelhouse as far, what I like out of a whiskey and bourbon. I think it's a bourbon. It's got all those flavorings I like, and I really enjoyed it a lot. So.
And for me, I'm doing a 3 out of 5 on the Chug Jug
3 out of
scale.
5. Okay.
I don't know. I'm kind of torn. I don't really know if I'd revisit it, and the fact that the water and stuff made it kind of weird. I don't know. I'm not in love with it, but I don't hate it by any means.
All right.
So,
I got the Chug Jug here. I'm going to open it up. We'll see what it is, and then we'll have our special guest appearance to read the notes. So I'm going to open up the can, and we'll see what we got.
Look at the Abel. That's awesome.
Yeah, we got Abel hanging out in the front. He's got a little magnet. He can do it. So, what do we got in here? I don't. Oh, it is a bourbon, my friend.
It is?
Yes, sir. We've got Rhetoric
Oh, I've had Rhetoric before.
Yeah, this is the 25-year-old Rhetoric Bourbon, sir.
This okay.
This is a good one. Nice,
Very nice.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of, I feel like that's kind of what we both said, is that it's like it's a right down the middle, not, nothing superb, but nothing terrible. Yep. It's a delicious drink.
All right, let's bring in Sadie so she can read the notes for us. Hey, Sadie.
Hey, Sadie.
I have the notes in this little fancy leather envelope.
Yeah, that's our leather envelope we use on every show, but right now, because we have you can read them.
Yep.
And this way this way me and Nick can guess at the price too.
Yes. Yeah. All right. So, it is as you guys saw, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. It is 91 proof, so it's 45.5% alcohol. So the 25-year-old bourbon is drawn from old bourbon stock found among aging barrels in the old Stitzelweller warehouses in Louisville. It was previously distilled between 1990 and 1993 at the Bernheim Distillery. The Orphan Barrel Whiskey Company was started to share barrels of delicious and rare whiskeys hidden away and nearly forgotten in the back of rickhouses and distilleries. Stories of these lost whiskeys have become the stuff of legend. Our goal is to bottle these rare, small offerings for the world to try and for you to add to your whiskey collection. Every Orphan Barrel whiskey is hand-bottled in Tullahoma, Tennessee, to ensure that these rare whiskeys are treated with the care they deserve, because some of them will only be available once, and once they're gone forever.
Okay.
So the nose is rich in oak and vanilla notes with hints of dried fruit, cherries, and allspice.
Okay.
Cherries, okay.
Cherries. Now, well, we said I was kind of thinking more citrusy. That's what I was getting, more than a dark cherry or something like that. But that's good.
I could see the cherry. I considered cherry, but again, tough.
Flaviar also mentions apples there.
Okay,
as part of the nose and or palate. So that's one of the other fruit notes.
Apples? The apples I'm getting, like, if you, like, had apples and, like, cinnamon and sugar, almost,
Oh,
you
okay.
can toss
It's
it
with
in
the
there.
allspice, so it kind of makes sense.
Oh, there you go, okay.
And then the palate is oak forward with notes of nutmeg, caramel, and cocoa.
Cocoa. All right, we said
cocoa.
chocolate on the nose, so not really wrong with that.
Right.
With those, so
Pretty
good. What's the finish, kid? Is there a finish written down?
Yep, warming and slightly spicy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm fairly happy with my guess that I put and the notes that we read off. I mean, these are pretty unique in that this 25-year is the last bottling out of this. This is the last of that series for the Rhetoric. They did it from, I think, 20-year all the way up to the 25. So every year they put out a different release. But this was the last release. They've run out of this particular one. They've used it all up in their bottling. So this was the last year that this would be available. But they have like 7 or 8 different Orphan barrels that they do use. Some of them are scotches. Some of them are I believe there's some Tennessees and stuff like that. So the Orphan barrels, the product itself it's quite extensive as far as what the different offerings they have.
Gotcha.
All right, so want to take a guess at the price there, Mr. Nick?
68.
68. I want to say I think it's 200.
So it is $145.99.
Actually, that's not bad because I have seen it for 200 other places. But other than that, well, thanks, kiddo. I appreciate it.
No problem.
So yeah, I mean, not bad at all. You know what I mean? The Rhetoric 25-year. You know what I mean? I grabbed it when I had seen it because I thought it was a good price. But you know, I mean, $150, I guess. You know, for a 25-year-old is actually not bad at all. I think that's it. You got anything else to add there, sir?
I got nothing.
All right, buddy. Then we'll take this out right now. So here's hoping that everybody finds a little bit of luxury.
And otherwise, ordinary life.
Thanks, everyone.
Take care.
If you are ready and able to whiskey, be sure to drop a comment below. Hit those like and subscribe buttons and press notifications. Also, follow Keeping It Neat on Instagram. Thanks for watching, kinfolk.